Hello, everybody. It's Mrs. Guy. I just wanted to hop on here and start a video to kind of show you how to access our Google Classroom and how to get to assignments, also how to do the assignments, and then what to do once you're done with the assignments. All right, so what you're first going to do is everybody should have your school Google email. Okay, and you all should remember how to access whenever you log into your Google. It should pull up a page that looks just like mine. All right, and it'll have a Google on the front with the search bar right there, with the Gmail up here in the top right corner, images, this box with the dots, and then it may even have, like, if you don't have your picture there, it may have like your initials. Okay, what you're going to do first thing to access our Google Classroom is you're going to go click on the dots. Okay, which when you kind of shadow it in, it says Google Apps. You're going to click on that. All right, and then you see I have a whole bunch of apps here. All right, you're going to go through. Okay, I'm not seeing Google Classroom, so over here it's got a scroll bar. You're going to scroll down and down and see, I have a bunch of apps. Okay, you may not have as many as me, but eventually you'll come down and you'll see Classroom. Okay, it has a chalkboard. That's what you'll click. All right, so what you should see is some option to enter into classrooms. Now, if you have more than just me in a Google Classroom, so for instance, you've got me, Mrs. Guy, you may have for ELA, for our English class. Okay, you may have something for science. You may have something for math. You're going to, whenever you're ready to go find our assignments for our class, you're going to click Mrs. Guy's ELA class. Okay, and it should pop up our stream. Okay, now in our stream, it has our class code right here. If you have something upcoming, which so far we don't, I haven't made anything due yet, but if there's ever anything that has a due date, it'll kind of help remind you right here. Okay, so this is kind of a good thing to kind of look at. All right, if I send out any announcements, which I've actually already sent one, all right, kind of gives you a little introduction to me, a little bit about me, all right, how you can kind of get a hold of me. All right, you can either do it through here on the Google Classroom. You can actually send a class comment. And if you want, really quick, I kind of wanted to show you what that looks like. If you want to announce something to the class, you can click this, okay? And it even kind of shows you right here, Mrs. Guy's class. That's what it's for. But over here, you see how it says all students? If there's something you want to only tell me, you need to make sure you're not telling the whole class, okay? If it's something that's private between me and you probably don't want everybody knowing about it, okay? So you can click down, and usually for me, it just says all students. But when for your side, it'll show either all students or you can choose me, okay? So you can do that. Or if you want to just be careful, I'll be completely honest, to keep from even having that problem, I would just email me directly, okay, at my email here, risaguy12@gmail.com. Okay, that's the safest way to do it. All right, or just talk to me after class. You have that option too, okay? So, what I wanted to show you was what I had said was we'll do assignments through this sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. All right, what you're going to go to is classwork, okay? So on my end, it looks a little different. All right. But for you, you should be able to see something that has a tab that says welcome. Okay. And under the welcome tab, all right, is going to have two different things. All right. Is the Google Classroom tutorial, which is what you just clicked, or you wouldn't be watching this video. All right. And then there's a get to know you activity. That's our first thing. That's kind of just, it's not due. I haven't had it due yet, but it's our first little thing we're going to do probably in class together. Okay. Or if you want to get ahead of the game, you can do it now. All right. Now, whenever we have assignments, you can usually click it like what I just did, and it'll kind of give you a little preview. All right. Now, right here it says no due date, but right here it'll tell you a due date if there ever is one. Okay. I even put steps. First, you click on the link, Getting to Know You Survey, which is right down here. You would literally just click on this box. Okay. See how it lit up? All right. Next, you'd fill out all the required responses. Okay. Then you'd click submit. All right. So you'll see what it'll look like here in a minute. And then before you're all done. Okay. Real quick and easy. Okay. Then if you wanted to, I'll show you what it actually looks like when we click it. Seeing it pulls up. So if you're logged in to our Google Classroom with your school email, it'll show your school email as the account being used. Okay. You don't want to switch that out. Okay. Just leave it how it is because that's what kind of connects you to our classroom. So if you switch an account and fill it out with a different thing, it may only fill it out for that email. Okay. So just don't touch the email part. Okay. And it's not going to be shared with anybody. Okay. It's not even shared with me. Okay. It won't even show me your email. Okay. But as you go through, it says Getting to Know You Survey. I'm super excited to get to teach you this year. Help me get to know you a little bit better first. Okay. So it goes through and it says, what's your name? First and last. What you like to be called. Okay. School appropriate, please. All right. Don't be coming up with goofy names and it not being a very nice name. Okay. Be civil. All right. If you don't have another name, just say, I don't have one. Okay. You can literally type in, I don't have one. Or my first name is fine. Okay. Just tell me what you'd like. All right. Next, it says, I live at home with. Who's in your home? Who do you live with? Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, pets, grandma, Uncle Sam? Tell me who you live with. I'd love to know. Okay. If you don't want to share, you can just say, I don't want to share. You don't have to share things with me. Okay. I just kind of have this as a little thing to get to know you because I will be the only one who sees this. Okay. Then we go all the way down and it has some more. My favorite subject in school is when I grow up, I want to be a because. All right. So explain. Some of them are explain. Some of them aren't. Some of them are my favorite food is spaghetti. Okay. You can just write spaghetti. All right. Now, some of them, like I said, some of them are my favorite season is blank because. All right. Go ahead and explain why it's your favorite season. Okay. All right. Then when you get to your very last, remember when I said click submit? You come down here, click submit. Excuse me. All right. Click submit and you're done. You are done with your first assignment. Okay. So in the future, whenever there may be new things that you can kind of go through that we'll go through together. Okay. If you wanted to kind of explore, you can kind of see here. If there's other teachers attached to this, which there probably will not be, all right, you'll see other teachers. And you'll also see other students. See here at the bottom, it doesn't really show any students because I haven't added anyone yet. But when I do, everybody's names will be here. Whenever I grade your work, okay? Whenever I grade your work, you'll get to see it here, okay? Now, it is only grades. Now, if, say, there's stuff we do in class, that probably will not be on here. So the grades you see on here will be grades that are assignments in here, okay? So it'll show you the grade you got on the assignment within this, all right? So that's kind of just a quick little run through of how our Google Classroom works. Okay. And remember, if you ever need any help, just email me or you can contact and comment directly into our feed on here and you can kind of select me. All right. So that's a quick little get to know me and how to do our Google Classroom. All right. I can't wait to meet you guys. See you later.